Obviously, a big week ahead. No bigger than Wednesday night. Get with our guys this afternoon, practice today, tomorrow, and then be ready to go. Tech obviously is playing really well, off to a great start, 11-1. Tubby's doing a great job down there, and we have to have the same kind of focus and resolve that we've had in the last two road games at Cincinnati and at Oklahoma. And so obviously disappointed with the loss Saturday. But 18 league game, you got to put things behind you, win or lose, and get ready for the next day. More minutes for sure. But, you know, I've been a guy, I like to stick with, you know, I don't think anything's broken by any means. Deontay's just playing very well. I've been really pleased with Deontay, just the way he's come in and just tried to fit in. I think his focus over the last month has been really good in practice. Obviously played well at Cincinnati, played well at Oklahoma. He's done some very good things. So obviously you can see his minutes going up. He's very versatile. He can play a lot of different positions for us. We just need to keep getting him better. You know, I'm not looking to make any lineup changes or anything like that. Yeah, I looked at the stats last night and I saw it 7 for 10, and obviously he's come out of the gates great shooting the basketball. I think the things that he's going to sustain is what you saw up there. I just thought we're really versatile with Deontay and George. I think they did a great job of just kind of changing guys to who played up top and drove guys, and I think that's going to stay the same. I think he's going to get better defensively because he's not game ready almost defensively because he only played 3-4 games, and so he's going to grow in that area. But I think offensively, him putting pressure on the basket, getting to the free throw line, I think that's definitely going to sustain. And if he stays 70% from three, that's a blessing, but that's probably not going to happen. But he's been great, and he's done a great job of just fitting in. But he's a tough cover, and so he's going to do good things for us. You know, I look back, and every league you're in, your goal is you win your home games, and most often or not, unless you have a team that just absolutely is just super special, 16-0, 15-1, or in this league 16-2. If you win your home games and win on the road, you know, 5-4 on the road, you're going to have a chance at 14-4. I think Kansas won it last year at 13-5, I believe. But 13, 14 wins because of how good this league is, I think, is going to put you right there. And so obviously taking care of home is huge. You know, looking at our record last year, we were 12-6. Yesterday would have been a +1 in the +1 column because we lost up there last year. But we got a chance if we can take care of home this week to be a +1 because Baylor got us here last year. But it's about Tech Wednesday, and if we do that, we've won our first home game. And so you got to win at home, and then put yourself in a position to win as many you can on the road. Yeah, I know him well enough to say hello. The guy I worked for in college, Dave Hobbs, worked for him for Kentucky for years. Worked for him. They worked together at VCU years ago, back in a long time ago for J.D. Barnett. And I know his son Saul. He was at Tennessee Tech for a long time when I was at Murray. So I've got familiar with their family, and obviously he's a great coach. He's doing a great job at Tech. You know, I think offensively, they want to really drive you. They're a tempo team, though, that wants to put pressure. The biggest thing is keeping them out of the paint, keeping them off the free throw line, and then we got to rebound the basketball. You know, our first shot defense at Oklahoma the other day was 35%. That's really good on the road against that level team. But we gave up points off turnovers, and then we gave up second chance points. That hurt us a little bit. But I think he's obviously got Tech going in the right direction. He's got a good young nucleus, I think. He's got a couple good seniors, but he's got some young guys in the program that are going to get better. Their defensive stats are very good, but I do think we have we've got an offensive team that can't score. And so I think he's got them going in the right direction. They're a good team. They play 9 home games. This is their first true road test. And so hopefully that will help us to some degree. Well, it's great for the league, no question, because we're the showcase game tonight. Our league is Kansas and Oklahoma, and I'm sure I'll watch the game as I work on Texas Tech. I'll have it on. I'm sure our guys will watch the game. Obviously, I wish we could have spoiled that. We had great chance to do that, but you know, you look at the depth of our league, especially at the top, it's really, really good, and you root for teams outside of conference. And then once you get in a conference play, though, it's all about who helps you win the league, And so, it's going to be, obviously it's tough to win at Kansas. And so, but when people win on the road, especially at places people don't think you're supposed to win, that kind of gives you a leg up in that standings. But great for our league. Our league is really good. I mean, Kruger himself, two of the best coaches in the country that do it, at a high level. And so it should be a fun game to watch. And just, I think people said that about our game with Oklahoma on Saturday. You see people say, hey, we wish you played them 20 times a year, because I think both teams offensively play the way people like to watch. They're up and down. You let the guys play, give them a lot of freedom.